Hello everyone, I am back with our second lecture on Unit 2, that is natural resources. Till now we have discussed the types of resources and their examples, and in our last lecture we have started with the forest resources, right? Although I have discussed the uses of forest, that is commercial uses and ecological uses, but let's see today what are the commercial uses of forest and ecological uses. Forest provides us a large number of commercial goods, which include timber, firewood, pulpwood, food items, gum, resins, non-edible oils, rubbers, fibers, lac, bamboo, canes, fodder, medicines, drugs, and many more items, the total worth of which is estimated to be more than $300 billion per year. This is the estimated cost of commercial uses. All these uses I told you in last lecture, the forest produces, or we can say goods we obtain from forest, right? So if we put a price tag on these all services, then it comes out to be as $300 billion per year. Half of the timber cut each year is used as fuel for heating and cooking. One third of the wood harvest is used for building materials, and which can be used as lumber, plywood, hardwood, right? Particle boards and chipboards. This is the distribution, how this timber has been used, right? One sixth of the wood harvest is converted into pulp and used for paper industry. As we all know, and that uh, paper industry is mainly dependent upon the forests, right? Many forest lands are used for mining, agriculture, grazing, and recreation for development of dams, right? Actually, these are the main reasons for the deforestation, like mining activities हो गया. Mining क्या होता है? Extraction of minerals from earth crust, right? Like coal हो गया, and different types of ores होते हैं, like copper, silver, gold. इनके ores we extract from the earth. एंड एग्रीकल्चर पर्पज के लिए भी फॉरेस्ट लैंड को क्लियर किया जाता है, एंड फॉर ऑल्सो फॉर द ग्रेजिंग पर्पज, राइट? सो लेट्स come to the ecological uses, although I have told you in the previous lecture, right? So while typical tree produces commercial goods worth about $590, it provides environmental services worth nearly 196 to $50, right? So almost $2 lakh के वर्थ की इकोलॉजिकल सर्विसेज हमें एक ट्री से प्राप्त होती हैं, राइट? द इकोलॉजिकल सर्विसेज प्रोवाइडेड बाय अवर फॉरेस्ट मे बी समड अप एज फॉलोज, राइट? हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया है, लाइक प्रोडक्शन ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. The trees produce oxygen by photosynthesis, which is so vital for the life on this earth, right? As I told you in the last lecture, that trees are the only sink for the atmospheric CO2, right? जो भी एटमॉस्फेरिक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है उसका एकमात्र सिंक है ट्रीज, एंड with the help of process of photosynthesis they emit oxygen, right? So production of oxygen is the function of forest, right? That's why we call them as lungs of the planet, right? Another function is reducing global warming. The main greenhouse gas, carbon dioxide, is absorbed by the forest as raw material for the photosynthesis. Thus, forest canopy act as the sink for CO2 and thereby reducing the problem of global warming caused by the greenhouse gas CO2. Right? We all know that carbon dioxide gas is a greenhouse gas. Right? CO2 is a greenhouse gas and responsible for the global warming. Right? So, forest cover helps in reducing global warming. Another ecological service is wildlife habitat. We know that our forests are home to so many species, right? Either plant or animal. So forests are home to millions of wild animals and plants. About 7 million species are found in tropical forest alone, right? The another function is, or another service of forest is regulation of hydrological cycle. मैंने आपको लास्ट लेक्चर में भी डिस्कस किया था कि किसी भी पर्टिकुलर एरिया में जो रेनफॉल का पैटर्न है, प्रेसिपिटेशन है, इट इज हैवीली डिपेंडेंट ऑन द फॉरेस्ट कवर इन दैट एरिया, राइट? वाई दिस इज सो? फॉरेस्ट कवर और ट्री कवर जितना ज्यादा होगा, इवेपोरेशन और इवेपो ट्रांसपिरेशन फ्रॉम द लीव्स विल बी हायर एंड उस एरिया में जो प्रेसिपिटेशन होगा वो ज्यादा होगा, राइट? तो जो हाइड्रोलॉजिकल साइकिल है, वाटर साइकिल है, इट इज operated with the help of forest, right? Forested watershed act like giant sponges, absorbing the rainfall, slowing down the runoff, and slowly releasing the water for the recharge of springs. About 50 to 80% of the moisture in the air of tropical rainforest comes from the transpiration or evapotranspiration, which helps in bringing rains, right? The next ecological service is soil conservation. We all know that trees act as soil binders. जो भी trees होते हैं वो soil binder का काम करते हैं, right? तो forest bind the soil particles tightly in the roots and prevent soil erosion. They also act as wind breaks, right? And last ecological service is pollution moderators. Forests can absorb many toxic gases and can help in keeping the air pure. They have also been reported to absorb noise and thus help in preventing air and noise pollution. Right? आपने सुना होगा कि कई मेट्रो सिटीज में गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से ग्रीन कॉरिडोर्स एंड ग्रीन बेल्ट्स का डेवलपमेंट किया जाता है to reduce air and noise pollution. Right? So they act as pollution moderators. Okay. So this was all about ecological and commercial services of the forests. Now coming to the next topic, overexploitation of forest. Since the time immemorial, humans have depended heavily on the forest for food, medicine, shelter, wood and fuel. With growing civilization, the demands for raw materials like timber, pulp, minerals, fuel wood, etc., shooted up, resulting in a large scale logging, mining, road building, and clearing of forest. Right? The excessive use of fuel wood and charcoal, expansion of urban, agricultural, industrial areas, and overgrazing have together led to overexploitation of our forest, leading to their rapid degradation. Right? All these activities resulting into the forest degradation. Right? Forest degradation or deforestation. Right? So now coming to the deforestation. What is deforestation? Deforestation is permanent removal of forest cover in a particular area. Right? This removal can be done for various purposes like for agriculture or industrial development, right? So जो global distribution of forest का I have told you in the previous lecture, right? And this data is old, right? So ये हमारे काम का नहीं है. The distribution of forest I have told you in the previous lecture. Let me tell you again. जो global forest cover है, global forest cover is around 31% of total land area. अर्थ का जो टोटल लैंड एरिया है उसका 31% इज फॉरेस्ट कवर एंड इसका 1.8% इज फाउंड इन इंडिया. राइट? अकॉर्डिंग टू द लेटेस्ट रिपोर्ट. सो डिफॉरेस्टेशन रेट इज रिलेटिवली लेस इन टेम्परेट कंट्रीज. मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया था. द रेट ऑफ डिफॉरेस्टेशन इज वेरी मच हाई इन ट्रॉपिकल एरियाज, especially in tropical Asia, right? But it is very alarming in tropical countries where it is as high as 40 to 50%, and at a present rate it is estimated that in next 60 years we will lose more than 90% of the tropical forest, right? The forested area in India seems to have stabilized since 1982. Actually, this is also old data. मैंने आपको नया डेटा बताया था that according to the latest report, forest area is increasing according to report of 2019, right? And it is 24.56%, right? As per Food and Agricultural Organization estimates, deforestation per unit population in India is the lowest amongst the major tropical countries, right? Despite the fact that we have huge population size and very low per capita forest area, nearly 0.075 hectare per capita, right? And at present, it has slightly increased and it has become 0.08 hectare per capita, right? However, we are still far behind the target of achieving 33% of forest area as per our national forest policy. We are aiming to achieve 33% of our geographical area into the forest cover, right? And having only, at present, we are having 24.56% of our land area covered by forest based on satellite data of MOEFCC, right? Previously it was called as MOEF. The ministry is named MOEF, and it is changed to MOEFCC, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, in recent years, right? So now we will look at the major causes of deforestation. Very important, and almost every year you have question from deforestation, right? And it is a long answer type question. What is deforestation and what are the major causes of deforestation, and what can be the mitigation strategies, right? So the first major cause of deforestation is shifting cultivation. It is also known as zoom cultivation, right? Shifting cultivation or zoom cultivation. Basically, it is practiced in Northeast India. कुछ नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया के कुछ ट्राइब्स हैं, कुछ कम्युनिटीज़ हैं जो ये प्रैक्टिस करते हैं शिफ्टिंग कल्टीवेशन और जूम कल्टीवेशन, राइट? होता क्या है इसमें, एक कुछ कम्युनिटीज़ हैं, कुछ ट्राइबल कम्युनिटीज़ हैं जो एक पर्टिकुलर प्री डिटरमाइंड एरिया, फॉरेस्टेड एरिया को क्लियर करते हैं, राइट? और उसको कन्वर्ट करते हैं इनटू द एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड। वहाँ पे अपनी कुछ स्पीशीज को ग्रो करते हैं, राइट? एंड अगेन दे हार्वेस्ट देयर क्रॉप्स, एंड उस लैंड को अप्रोक्स 1 और 2 डिकेड्स के लिए ऐसे ही छोड़ देते हैं, राइट? सो प्रीवियसली होता क्या था कि पॉपुलेशन थोड़ी कम थी, तो जो लैंड एरिया है उसको 10 और 15 और 20 ईयर्स मिल जाते थे, एंड वहाँ पे अगेन एक नई फॉरेस्ट कम्युनिटी डेवलप हो जाती थी तब तक, राइट? बट इन एट प्रेजेंट, because of increasing human population, this practice is being banned, right? Government is emphasizing to ban this practice because uh, it is blamed to one of the major cause of deforestation, right? So there are an estimate of 300 million people living as shifting cultivators who practice slash and burn agriculture and are supposed to clear more than 5 lakh hectare of forest for shifting cultivation annually. In India, we have this practice in Northeast and to some extent in Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, and Madhya Pradesh, which contribute to nearly half of the forest clearing annually. Right? The another major cause of deforestation is fuel requirements. Increasing demands for fuel wood by growing population in India alone has shooted up to 300 to 500 million tons in 2001 as compared to just 65 million tons during independence, thereby increasing the pressure on forest, right? This is mainly because of increase in human population. बिफोर इंडिपेंडेंस हम लोग 35 करोड़ के आसपास थे, और आज के टाइम में एट प्रेजेंट वी आर मोर देन 135 करोड़, राइट? सो ऑफ कोर्स सभी नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज पे जो प्रेशर है इट विल बी मोर, राइट? एंड सिमिलर इज द केस विद द फॉरेस्ट रिसोर्सेज. एंड थर्ड मेजर कॉज इज रॉ मटेरियल्स फॉर इंडस्ट्रियल यूज. As we all know that wood is used as for making of furniture, railway sleepers, plywood, matchboxes, and pulp for paper industry, right? Have exerted tremendous pressure on the forest. Plywood is in great demand for packing tea or tea industry in the Assam, right? So raw materials जो भी यूज होते हैं इंडस्ट्रीज में, it is another major cause of deforestation. Next is developmental projects, right? Massive destruction of forest occur for various developmental projects like hydroelectric projects, big dams, road construction, mining, right? And so many developmental activities like building of roads, railway networks, airports. जो भी आप मेजर डेवलपमेंट देखते हैं, इट कम्स एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ environmental degradation and especially the clearing of forest or deforestation, right? Fifth major cause of deforestation is growing food needs. As we all know, for our growing human population, we need to feed them, right? We need to grow more and more food. So, especially in developing countries, this is the main reason for deforestation. To meet the demands of rapidly growing human population, agricultural lands and settlements are created permanently by clearing forest. Right? Sixth major cause of deforestation is overgrazing. The poor in tropics mainly rely on wood as a source of fuel wood, leading to the loss of tree cover and cleared the lands are turned into the grazing lands. Overgrazing by the cattle leads to further degradation of these lands, right? So these are the few major causes of deforestation, right? So see let's see the major consequences of deforestation. Deforestation के क्या क्या consequences हैं, right? So deforestation has far-reaching consequences which may be outlined as follows. The first consequence is loss of habitat, right? It threatens the existence of many wildlife species due to destruction of their natural habitat, right? And if we destroy the habitat of any species, then there are chances that that species can get extinct, right? So it will lead into the loss of biodiversity. So biodiversity is lost, and along with that, genetic diversity is also eroded. Hydrological cycle can also get affected, thereby influencing the rainfall, right? What else can happen? Problems of soil erosion or soil fertility can decrease, right? What is soil erosion? Soil erosion is loss of or removal of top layer of soil is known as soil erosion, right? And most of the nutrients are found in upper layer of soil or top layer. So that's why it will result into the decrease in soil fertility, right? And deforestation in hilly areas can lead to landslides. Very frequent landslides are seen into hilly areas nowadays because of increased deforestation, right? So these are the few consequences of deforestation, right? ये तो डायरेक्ट इम्पैक्ट्स हैं जो आपको देखने को मिलेंगे, इसके अलावा कुछ इनडायरेक्ट इम्पैक्ट्स हैं, और लॉन्ग रन में जो इम्पैक्ट्स हैं जो आप देखेंगे, दैट इज क्लाइमेट चेंज, ग्लोबल वार्मिंग, राइट, बिकॉज ऑफ imbalance in carbon cycle, right? So after this we will move towards some case studies in our next lecture, right? So in our next lecture we will discuss these case studies, right?